loves, welcome back to my channel. Here is the look that we will be creating today. It was inspired by the 4th of July holiday, so let's get started. To begin, I'm going to prime my eyes with the Urban Decay Primer Potion in the original, and then I'm going to apply this white base from Ben Nye, and it's called Clown White. Make sure that base is evenly applied to the eyelid from the inner eye to the outer eye. And we're going to apply some tape just so that we can have a nice sharp edge. And we're also going to apply it under the eye to catch any fallout so we won't have a mess because our foundation is already done. Today our look is centered around the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. And we're going to take the first shade called Golden Ochre to set the brow bone. To begin with the crease colors, we're going to take the shade Raw Sienna and place that in our crease, sweeping it out and upward in circular motions, and we're also going to wing it out at the end. To add some more warmth to the crease, I'm going in with this Coastal Scents eyeshadow in the shade Oktoberfest, and we're adding that just below the Raw Sienna shade. I'm layering this shade until I get the desired pigment that I want. I'm going to flick it out and out at the end, and I'm also going to bring it in to my inner corner and make sure it's nice and seamless in the area. Going back to the Renaissance palette, I'm mixing the shades Red Ochre and Venetian Red, and I'm just adding that into my outer V area and sweeping that up into the crease. It's going to blend in nicely with the Oktoberfest shade that we placed there before. And I'm just going to layer this on until it's as pigmented as I want it to be. But I'm going really slow and taking a little bit at a time and working up to build this intensity. Taking the shade Cypress Umber, I'm going to tap that into my outer V area, and I'm going to blend it into the previous shades that I have laid down there before. I'm going to build it up. Like I said, everything is about building up the colors. You don't want to go in and just slap on the color and expect it to work. You want to build it up and blend it out, and you'll be very pleased with the outcome. So that my lid color shows up more true to color, I'm going to put more of that Clown White base on my lids, and then I'm going to set that with the shade Tempera from the Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm going to blend that in with my outer V so that the white and the brown meet seamlessly. To deepen up that outer V area, I'm going to go in with this shade from Coastal Scents called Incognito, which is a black shade. And then I'm going to line my waterline with this Nude Wet n Wild Color Icon pencil. Excuse me guys, while I apply my lashes and liner, and I'm back. So here I'm going to just apply my concealer. This is going to act as my highlighting shade. It's supposed to be 1 to 2 shades lighter than your skin tone. I'm going to apply that under my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, the top of my mouth, my chin, and a little tree in the center of my forehead. I'm just going to blend this out with a brush, and I'm going to set it in place. Take your time while blending out your concealer. If you want, you can also use a sponge. To make sure that my under eyes remain creaseless for the rest of the night, I'm going to take first the Airspun loose powder, and I'm going to just take a little bit of that and set everywhere that I highlighted. And I'm going to follow that with my Sacha Buttercup powder and put that on top, and I'm going to let this sit on my face for a little bit. To add this pop of blue to my look, I'm going to take this Kiko Smart Eye Pencil in the shade 807, And I'm just going to run that along my lower lash line. And I'm not placing that where I placed the nude. That was in my waterline. I'm going below that, under my lash line, where almost where the hairs are. To set that blue eyeliner, I'm going to take this Coastal Scents eyeshadow in the shade Indigo, and I'm just going to run that along my lower lash line and set that blue in place so it doesn't budge. Taking the brush that came with the palette, I'm going to use the shorter, stubbier side to just blend out that blue that I put in my lower lash line so it doesn't look too stark. To set the rest of my face, I'm going to take my MAC Mineralize Skinfinish in the shade Dark, and I'm just going to sweep off all that powder that I had on there before and set my foundation in place at the same time. For bronzer, as usual, I'm using my Covergirl Ebony bronzer, and I'm placing that in the hollows of my cheeks and also at the top of my forehead to add some warmth back to my skin. It is pretty warm outside and I want to look really nice and really sun-kissed. To add some more dimension and depth to my cheeks, I'm going to contour using the Becca powder, and I'm just going to chisel out my cheekbones with that. I'm going to place this nude blush on my cheeks, and then I'm going to highlight with this Julep blush stick in the shade Sheer Glow. It's like a cream highlighter, even though it's called a blush. And I'm going to blend that out with my fingers just to warm up the product. To set my highlight, I'm going to use this ABH palette, and I'm mixing all of the shades in the palette, and I'm putting that at the highest points, which are the top of my cheekbones, and also up into my forehead just a bit. And then I'm just going to apply some mascara to my bottom lashes. For lips, I'm going to start out by lining my lip with the MAC lip pencil in the shade Night Moth. This is my favorite lip pencil by MAC. And I'm going to fill that in with this LA Girl Flat Finish Pigment Gloss in the shade Backstage. And I'm not going to cover the center of my lips because I want somewhat of an ombre effect. So I'm going to apply that. And for the middle, I'm going to use this NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Monte Carlo. It's basically just a red. And I'm just going to blend that together and make sure it's nice and blended and uniform as one. And here is the completed look. I hope you guys really enjoy this look. It's very festive for the holiday. And I hope you guys enjoy your 4th of July. See you guys in my next one.